Greg's All Frog here. Let's play GeoGuessr, where anything could happen. And I say that because I have successfully upgraded to Ubuntu 16.04, but there were some pitfalls along the way, and I had to upgrade instead of a fresh install, because every time I tried to do a fresh install, it wouldn't recognize my video card, so I couldn't see it. So I'm concerned that everything's about to break. The thing that concerns me the most is that the person that packages Audacity doesn't have a 16.04 version of Audacity yet. So I'm using the old one, and it looks like it's okay, but there's some extra things happening in the debug screen, and I'm nervous about that. It looks like it's recording. It looks like SSR is recording. That was updated. So cross your fingers. I don't know. Anything could be happening. Hopefully this is going. I did a small test recording and it seemed to work, so we'll hope it goes. Might I also point out how that particular DLC music from Europa Universalis 4, which I don't mention anymore because that's all we've been listening to for the last 250 episodes. How perfect is it for this sunrise/sunset scene? I don't know which one it is. Actually, we're facing the west, so the sunset scene from this challenge from Nio. It's a world challenge from Nio. And he puts us right off at a very lovely photosphere. So I'm excited to see this. It looked like it was Cyrillic in the graffiti, but it might not be. Oh, goodness. We're on the top of some sort of prominent building that clearly has fallen into some decay. And that clearly is a spot where people come up and try and do some graffiti. But it's something on the south coast of some sort of Russian community, likely. There's a grand square here, which likely, given its size, was a military parade ground. There is a cruise ship out there. So if I were going to guess, I would say it's like in Sochi, maybe. You know, somewhere like there. Oh, wait a minute. What are you? Russia seems unlikely now. What is that flag? Green and white and red. Is that Azerbaijan? Does Azerbaijan use Cyrillic? Let's find out. No, they have their own script, as you can see from that. Does that look like this? Honestly, no. But it also doesn't... Oh, man. It looks like Cyrillic. So if it's Cyrillic, it's not Azerbaijan. And it's not Armenia. It's also not Georgia. Turkmenistan? Could be. Like maybe we're in Bektash. But then nothing looks right, so that's not likely. Uzbekistan. Could be. There's a southern coast here in Uzbekistan. But there are no cities mapped by it. There's some more water. There's a city by Murut, which looks to be smaller than our required size. I don't think that's the flag of Kazakhstan. I feel like Kazakhstan's flag has blue. That's not Albania. No, Albania doesn't use Cyrillic. It's not the Bulgarian flag. It's not Romania. It's not the Ukraine, because I know the Ukraine's flag is blue. Oh, you got me stumped. Is there a big lake in Tajikistan? Sort of. No. Kyrgyzstan's flag I thought was also blue. It could also be, I suppose, a principality flag. But I think that's a state flag. I just don't remember. Like a nation state flag. Boy, that's unfortunate. It's somewhere cruise ships go. Wow, that's unfortunate. Belarus. It's a big, I don't know of any big lake in Belarus, but there's a small lake in Belarus. Seems unlikely. Well, as much as I know it can't be Azerbaijan, I'm going to say it's Azerbaijan. Let's go into Baku and see if there's any sort of thing that could be that. I mean, theoretically... No, I'm grasping at straws to say that's the case. Well... No, it's not. That is complete. That's not complete. I mean, we're looking south by southeast. I mean, there's photospheres here. No, it was Georgia. Oh, that's sneaky. Because obviously that former building of the Council of Ministers, that was Freedom Park. That wasn't Georgian, obviously. Right idea. Very interesting. Okay, where do we go for number 2? Number 2, we're on Van Wessenburg Street, which is way too long. Vasselon. And it looks Dutch. I mean, it's also called Van Wessenbekkenstraat. That strikes me as Dutch. It's a streetcar. I don't know if these are the 3 locations. No, those are probably... What is this? This is probably a laundromat. Washing, drying, something. No clue. Alright, let's go. It's like a Chinatown. I mean, it's absolutely a Chinatown. Asian town, if you will. Alright, big square. We like big squares. Big squares give big information. Aquatopia. There's a central supermarket. Sportpaleis, Oliverplatz. Königstrasse. Well, this tram can't possibly turn onto those. Oh, it has to turn that way. Interesting, but it can't go this way. Unless you turn that way and then go this way. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? What an interesting intersection. What do you have to say for yourself? Vlaams overheed. Herandelijk Fiats. €500,000. It's a lot. A friend of mine, Bear, whom I've played a couple of games with on this channel, was commenting about my absolute destruction of Japanese the other day. And I said, well, you know, you could have commented on my videos and told me how to pronounce it better. I said, oh, no. And I said, you know, I probably won't change. So I'm going to bring it up right now. My pronunciation of languages I do not speak will be awful, but I'd like to pretend I'm close. Quality Burger Restaurant. I hope it's actually quality. Otherwise, I would be very disappointed. Does that say .br? Does it say .bu? This is very confusing. I'm ignoring you, Mr. Phone. I have places to discover. Can we go off to the... There's no way that this particular Ferris wheel was... Hold on, go back. Go back. Go back 2. No Ferris wheel. Now there's a Ferris wheel. It's the diamond wheel. It's the Hotel Monaco. Quality burger. The Kaiser. What is this now? It's a central station. It's a train station. You're not going to tell me, like where? Well, look, it's a big city. We know it's in the Netherlands. If it's not, it will be very confusing because it's very Dutch. So, we're in the Netherlands. It's a big city. Let's just check a couple. Let's check Amsterdam. Amsterdam. You've got a Koningsstrasse by your central rail station. Where are your rails? There's a whole bunch of rails. No, there wasn't any water like that where we were walking. Alright, that's not it. There might be another central station, but that looked kind of it. Alright, Rotterdam. There's a lot of train tracks. That's Rotterdam Central. There's a Koningsplat. Doesn't look like it. From the other side. I don't remember which side I was coming from. No, that doesn't look right. No, that's not it. Alright. The Hague. Okay. Where is the old capital of the Netherlands? Has it always been Amsterdam? I don't know. I feel like it has. But I definitely don't see any Königsplatz or Königsstrasse. I don't remember the canals. I mean, look around. Look around. What a beautiful time to be alive right now. But there's also no canals. There's no canals. Now we're in Pelikanstraat? Pelikanstraat. If we're on one of the islands, so help me, I will be very disappointed. It's also Belgian. Christ almighty. Are we in Dutch-speaking Belgium? Are we like in Antwerp? Where are the trains? Find me trains. There's a central bus station. No, Brussels is definitely too French. Yeah, that's way too French. We're not in a French area. Well, you think Antwerp. There's no particularly central quote-unquote station. No matter what I pick here, I'm not going to be happy with it. wasn't Antwerp. There's Central Station. Central Station has no trains. Okay, so no, there are some. All right, fine. There are some trains. That's fair. Huh, all right. Swassen Mini Storage. Low-cost self-storage. 404 area code. Looks like 404. No dumping allowed. It's private property. Violators will be prosecuted. This appears to be an American-style roadway. It is 56th Street. Do not block access. We cannot go that way. Card holders only. I don't know where we're going. Tough to see. It's a Century Group. It's a 604 area code in point of fact. On 12th Avenue. Sawassen. Well, we're not on 12th Avenue. We're on 56th Street. And since we can't go that way, we go this way. Entering Delta District Municipality. Okay. Use of something. Engine brakes, probably? Yeah, prohibited. Sure. It's a little noisy. You don't want that. Disaster response route. We're doing something going the other direction. Something enough that people are queuing over it. This is First Avenue. Do not block intersection. Well, that's fair. Nexus and trucks only. What is that? Nexus and trucks only. What does that mean? I don't know. I can't get close enough to read the top part of the sign, unfortunately. We're on the wrong side of the road. Looks like Canada, US, though, so maybe we're on the border of some sort. 56th Street. That's south, though, which would imply we're in Canada. Okay. Could very well be. So obviously, we know the only place you can drive south into Canada, and we are in Canada, is Detroit. And it's through the tunnel, actually. The bridge is not due south. It's like South by Southwest or something. I don't know what the 604 area code is. Now we have a 778 as well. Surrey Delta. Okay. So far, it looks like everything in the recording is going well. Knock on synthetic wood. 56th Street is quite the large street. I would love to know what province we're in. That would help narrow things down significantly. 604 and 778, those are our two area codes, that's for sure. Imagine Southlands.ca. Southlands will connect Upper Sawassen with Centennial Beach. Okay. We appear to be in the town of Sawassen. Now we just have to figure out what province this is. Reduce speed. 50 kilometers, quite slow. End engine brake. Oh no, it's still use of is still prohibited. It's a bike route. A publicly owned community farm. This farmland to be transferred to Delta for the community. Benefits to the community, blah, 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 blah. I'm guessing we should have actually turned to our west. We may still do that. Come on, like something like GTA right on the top of her something, so I know I'm in Greater Toronto. Those are like palm-looking trees. What the hell Canadian climate is going to have palm-looking trees? I can't think of any place in Canada that would have that sort of environment where they... Oh my god, I'm going to get sick. Alright, at this point, I kind of want to go back to the start and then just turn west somewhere. First Avenue, probably. All right, what does that say? It says blurry. See, adopt a street. Show your civic pride. This was adopted by Anonymous, the famed author of many 12th century manuscripts. It's a bus stop for whom? Oh, it doesn't say. I mean, it does, but I don't know what that means. Okay. The Corporation of Delta. Or Delta and Tawasin. It's a park. Okay. Everything's English-based, so it seems unlikely to be Quebec. You'd have expected more French. I was really hoping to, like, find a town. Oh my goodness, we're 21 minutes into this video and we're still in the third guess. Well, we'll record. If there was a break, there's a break, and if there isn't, there isn't. I'll edit if I need to. This looks like BC. There are deltas in BC, so it would make sense that there would be a delta. There's Surrey, for that matter. There's 8th Avenue, 168th Street, 184th Street. Problem is 56th Street would be like... Oh my god. There's a tip of this peninsula that's in the United States? What? What? So look at this. Look at this. This is in... Oh, because of the goddamn... So the way that the United... Excuse me, I'm also getting a little sick here. The U.S. border is... And Canada is ridiculous. Where's my favorite spot? Hold on. There's a spot up here. Where does it go? It jogs. How close are we? Oh, we're way close. All right, come on. There it is. I love this. It jogs. And there's a little... Instead of just going... Ah. So this bit... I knew about this bit. This bit is cut off from Canada. Excuse me. I didn't know about this bit. This is absolutely ridiculous at Point Roberts. So this is the United States, right here. This is part of Washington. Are there any schools in this area? I don't see any. There's a textbook supply. Oh, there is. There's a school. All right. Because otherwise, they'd have to, like, cross through Canada and come into... Oh, my God. It did say Blaine. So they're part of this school district. That's madness. Okay, anyway. There you are. Cool. We're in a chopper. Get in the chopper! I guess we're not in a chopper. We're probably just standing. But it let me give you a Governor quote. It's my party trick. I'm going to teach it to you right now. Okay, you ready? I don't have a lot of party tricks, but one of them is this. I can name any quote from any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie ever. You just give me the title. I can give you a quote. I'm serious about this, all right? So we'll just do, you know, something random. Anybody's going to be like, oh, no, that's cheating. That doesn't count. Grunting is not a line. Get in the chopper! No, that's not in every movie. There's no chopper in Kindergarten Cop. There's no chopper in Twins. It's gorgeous wherever this is. Kind of looks like Scotland, maybe. There's a castle in the distance. So here it is. Are you ready? Okay, so let's use those movies. Kindergarten Cop. Ready? All right. Here's a line from Kindergarten Cop. Get down now. Okay, you got it? And now here's one from Twins. Get down now. You see where this is going? You don't yet, but you're getting close. True Lies. Get down now. Okay, so that's the joke. But there is one movie in his entire oeuvre. And yes, I went with the oeuvre, even though we're in Scotland. We're going to talk about French. They traditionally have a close alliance, except in my Crusader Kings 2 game, France. Whatever. If somebody tells you, and this is your party trick, feel free to use this anywhere you'd like. If somebody tells you Conan the Barbarian, that's the only one that's different, okay? Conan the Barbarian. Because then you would say, get down now, because he was dubbed. So that's the joke. I didn't say it was a good one. That's your party trick. You can now say any quote from a Schwarzenegger movie. You're welcome, no charge. I think we're in Scotland. It looks like Scotland. Like we're in the Northern Hebrides or something. It's just way up here. We're up in the Point of Ness. The butt of Lewis Lighthouse. We were not. We were in Ireland. Bally Island. Is that how you'd say that? I don't know, I gotta get with the facts, people. They did tell me. Kapuska Kalea. Sounds almost Polish. Kapuska. Kapusko. That's another one of my party tricks. If you want to learn how to really beatbox really well, you gotta know some Polish. Pokachikapusta, 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 pokachikapusta. Pokachikapusta. It's something about, like, I love the cabbage. Of course, you need to know pepper, because it's perbst. So you got pokachikapusta, pokachikapusta, perbst, 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 perbst. Right? There's a video on it on YouTube. Look it up. I may link it in the description. I probably won't, because I'll probably forget. We are not in Poland. We are indeed in España. Productos de limpieza, celulosa, dragueria y hostelería. .es. Gipuzkoa Kalea. I tell you what, this doesn't look Spanish. Nothing about this challenge so far has been straightforward. So I'm going to guess this is also not straightforward. Udotsengoa Zarkuts. Can I just... Where are my arrows? Zorauska Rausko Udala. Well, we appear to be in a coastal province. One would assume you don't have a whale in your coat of arms unless you're on the coast. Is this an island province of Spain? Could very well be. Gospodskoa? Oh. Plot twist. Gipuzkoa? Is it actually Portuguese? Is it some sort of hybrid? There's two languages. God damn it. Gipuzkoa. Hi, Google car. A little self-portrait, a little selfie of the Google car. It's not actually a selfie, I know, because it's reflected, but look, just go with it, okay? It's been 29 minutes. I'm allowed to have some craziness going on here. I'm not cutting this video, by the way. Unless this guest takes me 20 minutes somehow. Antonia Iketetskia, Jose Domingo Ipelda Fundación. No idea where the hell we are. Except likely not on the island. Or not on the mainland, rather. Kalia. Boskwa. Rubbish bins continue a lot about a people. This one has a duck. Where in the heck are we? I do like a good United Colors, though. It's a decent store. Chain, of course, so that doesn't help us anything. It's like an international chain. Should go back to Polish beatboxing because I got nothing else. N634 Bilbo. 95 kilometers to Mr. Baggins. Donostia is 23 kilometers to the east. So we're east of Bilbo, west of Donostia. In Spain on the N634. But I don't think we're in Spain. I think we're on an island. But none of that looks right. Let's see if we can't find N634. The N roads are very small, though, are they not? Or are they big ones? I don't recall. Well, we're not that zoomed out. That's ridiculous. Oh, there's Bilbao. But it says Bilbo. Donostia. Where's the water? The water is north of us. There's the N634. Okay, well, maybe I should just, like, shut up and accept my fate. So is this the portion of Spain? Yeah, it is Basque. So is that Basque then? And not Spanish? I don't know. What city are we in? We're on the coast. Where the N634 is like on the coast. Is this where we are? No. We have the right name for streets, though. We don't have the right street. I'm not going crazy, right? We're facing north. Bilbao is to the west. Donostia is to the east. N634 is way up here as well. It goes along this whole coast. Okay, so now we're getting a little more complicated. Zorouts? That's where the coppers were. Giposko. Alright, what the heck is what's our cross street? Let's just start right here. What's our... No. Oh, God bless. Well, it worked out. I meant to go back to the start to try and get a little more precision, but I suppose that worked out just fine. I can't zoom in too far because we've got that Canadian guest. Can I do one more? I can. Cool. Well, Nio, as always, that did not disappoint. It was quite enjoyable. It was definitely another... It's been kind of a theme here recently, the last few of these challenges, that things have not been what they seem, which I truly enjoy. One way or another, they were multilingual types of places. So the first Georgian guess, of course, that's probably, I'm guess, Russian people that have been there in the past and have committed the... graffiti to the walls and that kind of thing. Then, of course, in Brussels, you've got Flemish Brussels, and you have, is it just Dutch Brussels? French and Flemish. Flemish is based on Dutch. I think that's how it works. Then Canada, you were right on the border of Canada and U.S. in one of the United States exclaves. I'm going to count that an exclave because of the water. It may not be, but I think technically it is. Excuse me. Then we thought we were in Scotland, but it was Northern Ireland. That could just be really dumb. It was the northern part of Ireland, so it's the Irish Republic. And then we were in the Basque country of Spain. That was really cool. I enjoyed it all. Thank you so much, Nio, for sending that one in. If you'd like to send in your own, you can do what Nio did, which is go to geosetter.com, geosettr.com. You put in your 5 locations, it gives you a link. That link you send to me over a private message on Facebook or YouTube, and I will add you to the schedule. Now's a good time. We have most of this. We have the rest of this week done, but there's plenty of openings for next week if you'd like to get onto the schedule. I would highly encourage you. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated on everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.